Morning guys, and welcome back to another daily market outlook, starting off with the dollar index. So the dollar index has been moving up higher as of yesterday because of the fact that we respected this low. So remember what I mentioned yesterday, higher low, and now we were expecting a new higher low as long as this low would have held. So a nice V-shaped reaction back in towards the highs, and definitely expecting some more follow through from here in line with the overall 4-hour and daily trend. So the daily change of character is still bullish. As we can see, this low got respected, meaning that this is now the high to break. So expecting higher prices for now to grab the liquidity, which is resting above the highs at around 106,500. Okay, so definitely looking for that overall uptrend to continue. And what we're now seeing on EURUSD is in parallel a sell-off in towards the downside. So sadly, we didn't pull up high enough in towards that area of supply, but pretty much we have been reacting to what they call a fair value gap, or simply just to this overall liquidity high over here. So we grabbed all the liquidity which is resting above this range, and as you can see from there, we just tanked in towards the downside. As I've explained multiple times on these sessions over the years, is that there's always liquidity resting above a liquidity high, or supply resting above an area of liquidity, let me put it that way. So sometimes these kind of like voids or these spaces in price which rest above a liquidity high can be considered as an area of supply, hence why we've now seen an aggressive sell-off. This is now your area of supply over here, so at around, what is it, 107,243. So if we see a strong bearish 4-hour candle close, definitely looking for more follow through in towards the downside to put in a new lower low over time. Okay, going onwards in towards AUDUSD. AUDUSD is still consolidating, but as we can see and mentioned yesterday, we've rejected that 75% mark. So yes, simply just look for shorts back down in towards that 25% mark is my non-financial advice. But obviously the advice from yesterday was to sell from the 75% mark, and that played out pretty well. For the rest, no real technical analysis needed on this pair. Going in towards pound dollar GBPUSD, definitely following through in towards the downside. Some news spike over here to grab some remaining stop losses which were resting above the highs, and after that just start tanking. Definitely also looking for further downside follow through on this pair, with the next area of major demand being 1.2592. So look for some continuation in towards the downside on GU. Go in towards the 15, and maybe you can spot some trend trades over there, with, for example, this being your supply. Now going into Kiwi dollar, so NZDUSD, also following through in towards the downside, respected this overall swing high. Very nice to see. What happened yesterday was pretty much a change of character, which was bearish. So we broke the low of this bearish candle, which broke the high of this bullish candle. Then what happens is that this becomes your supply, these two wicks, and then we wick in with absolute perfection and continuing towards the downside after. So still looking for some further downside on this pair, at least of course in towards 0.60401. Looking for some slight more downside. And last of all, gold, what are we seeing over there? Go into the 4-hour because the daily is not all too interesting. On the 4-hour, we are still consolidating. As you can see, we did not break above the highs yet, so just rejecting here at resistance. I could obviously say, okay, you have to buy or you have to sell, but we're still just stuck inside of here, so there's not much that we can do. All that we can really do is look at the 15, and then if you look at the 15, you also see that we have consolidation. So in these particular instances, if you then draw in the overall premium versus discount tool dedicated to range trading, what you'll then obviously see is that 75% mark is acting as resistance again, and the 25% mark is acting as your support. So if you like trading support and resistance, just start buying over here at around 23.22. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Wish you all a fantastic day, and speak soon.